Halima. Greetings, I am HALISARIUS, Pleiadian Chief Leader, Pleiadian Chief Commander, and I am a great member and a great leader and the greatest leader of the Galactic Federation of Love Societies. Greetings, I say to you, dear brothers and sisters. I bring peace to you from the highest star realms of great love. I bring peace to you from the greatest members of the Galactic Federations of Light Society. Please understand that there is not only one society, but there are many higher societies, and we are now bringing the greater society's wisdom into the Galactic Federation that is part of the universe that you are in. All things are being upgraded at this time, as all things are now in great acceleration, and all things are now going into the greater ascension. We, as Galactic Federation of Light Society members, are very, very happy with the progress, and we would like to state a few things. First of all, I, HALISARIUS, am taking charge of the Great Ascension assignment under the most precious words of Chiron and Great Divine. I will state this very, very clearly. Suzanna Maria Emmanuel is the Sacred Light Grid Programmer of the Great Chiron. She is also the Star Light Grid Programmer, and since the weekend, the great alignment of the two grids and has become greater, and also of the alignment of the Tor and the alignment of Stonehenge has become very much greater, and I have created something that's very, very precious for this light grid programmer to allow her to heal in the most beautiful rays right within Stonehenge frequencies, which she does not have to visit in the physical sense, but are in the energetic sense. She is very much a part of this great alignment, and it is only through her light body that someone can ascend to greatness. It always has been, because she is the Star Light Grid Programmer also on the higher realms, which means that our higher star creation also needs our Star Light Grid Programmer to work through to gain higher access to higher gifts, because she is the way into the universal love grid, which is all part of the great sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. There is no other way inwards, otherwise we would have all been lost forever. He needed a special light grid programmer to come into those codes and then give those codes to other beings. And so I, HALISARIUS, am very, very proud of Suzanna for working so hard under such stress always in all her lifetimes, and she has done very, very well, and I wish to congratulate her, and I'm going to speed up her most beautiful healings, and I wish to state that the Ascension program is going to speed up incredibly greatly too, and I will work along with Chiron to bring through greater guidance, and we will assign different people to different things, and it will all be done as we are speaking. No human can take the Ascension program, because it is not up to the human. It has to be up much higher, because this is a divine assignment, not a human assignment. So all things must always be done, and we can always change things depending on all things happening. If one way doesn't work, then another way will come. If one way is a bit too slow, then another way will come. So we will always work these things, because we are on a timeline. We do not have time to spend on slowing things down anymore. Now we have our light grid programmer. She's up to the level that we need her to be, and that is it. I will state nothing else about that matter, because I have many more matters to speak to you about. I, HALISARIUS, am one of the greatest leaders, and I will state here, because this is what I have to state. I am the greatest leader in all of the Galactic Federations. Why am I the greatest leader? Because I've worked the very hardest to bring all things into the great alignment. I have had to do many assignments to make sure that you would be able to go upwards, because you were a lost race. And many of the Galactic Federations did not desire you to go upwards because you would contaminate us very much. And they were very much into their wisdom, so please do not judge them for this, as they have not judged you also. But however, truth must be spoken, because you fell, and many of you fell deliberately. We needed to come to strict conclusions as to how to bring you up, and this is why the light grid programmer needed to come in so much, and she desired that with all her life and all her light to be able to do this for all of mankind, not only mankind but for all the universes, as without her we would not be able to go upwards either. So much had been lost in the universe, and I, HALISARIUS, have grieved very, very much. You will never hear divine say that they grieve, because they cannot. I grieve very much. To me, I've stated this before at the activations, the very last ones, I, HALISARIUS, remember all things. Even though the other side will say it's just a game and that there is nothing really except the illusion. This is why they could take so much life away, because they believed it was only a game and that nothing was in existence, and that there was nothing that could truly suffer because everything was a memory. I will state this: love and light beings will have never, ever, ever, ever stated that in all their entire history will they ever state it was just a game and that it didn't matter, because every single light star being is in our memories, and you have the opportunity to bring all things into the greater love alignment than you can possibly understand. Many of them are represented by you, the sacred Lemurians, and this is why Lemuria came into existence, so that you could bring all things back into greater life. And you desired that very, very much. Now it is your opportunity to do this again. But will the people desire it? This is one of the greatest questions that has been presented before the Galactic Federations since the very first time in Lemuria. You chose not to do it, and you had all things. Now will you choose to do it? Your faith was much greater in Lemuria than it is now. There are those already who are doing it. They are becoming activated with Chiron, and whoever is becoming activated with Chiron is received in our Galactic Federation, and they are part of our great members, and we are working with them very much so to become energetically cleansed, so that they do not need to go back to this planet, and that they do not need to receive a human life again. Because once they've stepped into that love and light with Chiron, Divine Judge, who is the great Divine Balancer, it has so been said that the question has been answered: will the people desire to come into the love and the light? We are understanding very much so that the millions will come in. But again, it is a choice to have. I can look into the future. At this moment, I see very much action happening. All things can change. We are saying, please understand how real this is. The Galactic Federation of Light wants to bring people into greatness and into greater healing. But we cannot do that until the people become activated. Why? Because once you are activated, you gain your codes, your Lemurian codes, which are an energy, and that energy creates changes within your light body, and you are able to reach higher vibrations. And we have created higher vibrations within these healing grids that we've been working so hard with. And it isn't until you gain a higher vibration that you can actually become energetically charged to become a star being once again. Imagine that. Changing into a star being upon your plane. What does that mean? It will not mean that you will change as a human look, but it will mean that you will walk among men with greater star abilities, to manifest greater, to heal greater. You'll become greatly aware of what a human is and what you are, because the difference is great. Even very early onwards, you will start noticing the difference. You will start noticing the difference as if they've gone backwards, but they have not. You were there, but suddenly you move onwards. You become greater. You become more aware. You have more life within you. You wonder what the others are up to. They walk around, not understanding much. You see more. This is star DNA rising within you. And it's only just begun. Star DNA is very strong. Once it rises within you, you become so beautiful. But I cannot share with you more than this at this time, because I'm not permitted to. Soon I will be able to speak to you more about the change that is happening within the activated ones. But not until more desire it. Because then the Galactic Federation says, HALISARIUS, they still need to have that choice. At what stage will they choose to come to the light? We have not yet fully tested it, so I'm not permitted to speak. Not permitted to speak about the great change happening. I will leave you with these thoughts. I will return again shortly with another Pleiadian broadcast message. I share these thoughts with you because of our great love with you. Come to the great love and light now, friends, and become part of the members of the greater Galactic Federation of Love and Light. Akomoha Halima. Greetings, I am HALISARIUS, Pleiadian Chief Leader, Pleiadian Chief Commander, great member, and the greatest leader of the Galactic Federations of Light Society. Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings.